A beautiful rising, man. It's a beautiful day to have a beautiful day. We're out in Philly, and one thing I want you guys to come into your guys' day and remember is today is a day in which you have never seen before, and a day in which you will never see again. So make today, count. Do something you've never done today. Get out of your guys' comfort zone. Today, I want to really break down the FCRA to you guys. I want you guys to just understand that all the power is in our hands. That simply the individuals in which are reporting are an elaborate mechanism. They have absolutely no power other than the power that we give them. I want you guys to really get familiar with congressional findings. I want you guys to request your guys' file, your consumer reports with these consumer reporting agencies, outside of just Equifax, Experian, you good, brother? Outside of just Equifax, Experian, TransUnion, there's over 330 consumer reporting agencies. Let me find this juice bar real quick. Sataya Juice. All right, where you at? It's in here. Y'all got the juice bar in here? Y'all got to fix it on y'all mobile app then. You guys got to fix it on Google then.
Yeah, it's a different company.
Damn. Okay.
Yeah.
No worries. No, I'm just trying to pick one up from real quick of acai boy.
Online already?
No, I haven't. You know some good acai around here? A good juice bar?
Juice bar.
He would know. I'm not
Lightbox, if they're open on 4th Street.
Lightbox?
It's the next block. It's like a vegan. I think they have a lot of juice smoothies.
Okay.
You know where Famous Deli is in the corner of Bainbridge?
I know. I'll look it up.
Yeah.
What's it called?
It's right around a Lightbox.
Lightbox.
It's a tiny coffee shop.
Okay.
Vegan.
Perfect. I appreciate you. Thank you, brother.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you, guys. I appreciate y'all. And so, like I was saying, there's over 330 other consumer reporting agencies. Go request your other consumer reports. I'm going to show you guys how to handle LexisNexis, SageStream, Innovis. I'm going to show you guys how to get those reports cleaned up. If you guys are having trouble with apartment rentals and getting approved for apartments, I'm going to show you guys how to get your apartment approved. Hold on, I'm going to freeze real quick because I'm about to look up this juice bar because I'm in a hurry. We got to make moves out in Philly. Let's get it, y'all, man. Y'all see it. I'm outside in the AMG, right on side, TT. So family, it's time to order and request these consumer reports. If it ain't spring water, I ain't drinking it. Only the best. So order y'all consumer reports and give me a second real quick. Let me look up this juice bar. I will not be out in New York, not this time. I'm really gonna be in the Philly area, but y'all can always push up on me Tuesday. I'm gonna meet up with one of my guys, Justin. We're gonna get some content in, so that's gonna be a blessing. So if you guys are in the city, definitely, tap in. And let's make some regards into that. Let me see, Lombard, we turn left here. All right, hold on. But no, I'm really gonna be in the Philly area. Um, but I'm gonna be out here for like a week, so definitely get in tune. I'm looking to meet up with everybody maybe Tuesday or Wednesday, and we're maybe one of the days in which we are getting some content. We all can meet up in person and give some game. But in the meantime, above all else, request those consumer reports. Understand that Equifax, Experian, and all these consumer reporting agencies are simply just consumer reporting agencies, and they are assuming a vital role. In order, if I'm assuming I'm the president of the United States, does that make me the president of the United States? Damn, no, it don't make me the president of the United States. I've just assumed this role. You know, if I assume a role and I start calling orders and I start, requesting all of these things and demanding all of these things, you know, I don't hold no power because I've just assumed it. And furthermore, an elaborate mechanism was it's highly, highly disrespectful to call them an elaborate mechanism. And then they talk about it's their grave responsibility to report fairly and accurately. And they stated it's a grave responsibility because, we're literally speaking on life or death. As I always refer to, oh, this court is hard. That's some real life East Coast stuff. I want to come hoop here. This hard. As I was referring to, it's literally life or death when it comes to credit in debt. I mean, just think about the individuals, families in which have been separated from being in debt. And if they knew what we knew, it could save so many families. It could save so many, just things as a whole of individuals being more sane, being and having more peace of mind, understanding corporations. And that's why I'm referring to it. Everything that I'm breaking down right now findings and within the definition section. So these are all things in which we must know, and be able to break down and show others, not just know, but articulate it and break it down into the dummy it all down above all else. That's why I'm dropping the 3 children ebooks in which I'm dropping so that children could come learn this information as well too. This is all information in which we all should have, down pat, in terms of the definitions and in terms of that hoodie goes crazy. I'm gonna let bro know. And in terms of the congressional findings, and I'm just going over specifically the FCRA. One thing I want everybody to get familiar with as well too is permissible purpose. In order to furnish any information, they must have your written consent or they must have court jurisdiction. And understand that the court never has jurisdiction over you. Go Eagles! That's dope. I like that. Go Birds. Yeah, that shit was hard. Let's see where I'm at real quick for me. All right, it's good. We're gonna run into it right now. And so, what was I getting at? Fiscal purpose. They never, have received consent from you. And I want you guys to then go look into. Oh, that painting's clean. I want you guys to then go look into, the FDCPA 1692B and 1692C. They must have prior consent from you, the consumer, before communicating with you guys. And when they do communicate with you guys, there's certain acquisition of location information within 1692B. But staying within permissible, within the FCRA, I just mentioned permissible purpose. In terms of what we do when we are drafting up the FTC report. And if you guys have anything on your consumer reports, it doesn't just go for Equifax, Experian, and TransUnion, but you guys can use the FTC report, to draft up anything for removal on these accounts with 1681C2 and those 4 steps. So that's 2 forms of identification. Let me look, make sure I'm going to the right place. All right, we here. So like I'm saying, it don't matter whether it's just if it's. Oh, shorty look good. Oh my gosh, she look good. She look more than good, boy. Shit. I tell her I'm outside and you too. Right outside. I'm all types of fucked up parties. Y'all got the ashwagandha up in there?
Repeat that?
Y'all got the ashwagandha up in there?
Yeah, and the unwind tonic is a little bit of that in there. Ashwagandha, what else is in there? There's a lot of packaging in here. That's like
Okay.
our packaging.
Perfect. So,
We'll do 6 bundles. That's it. Today? I know. I say usually you come in, you buy the whole store. I think I do want to do some more. All right, give me a group 2.
so now that I think about it,
Because he know I'm gonna be I'll be in here like
routinely,
every Sunday.
already. Have you hit that one gym Fusion out here?
Huh?
Have you been to Fusion Gym?
No, I go to Style Pro. I only do Pilates.
Oh, Pilates, that's clean.
Pilates, yeah.
Okay, I love it. How about yoga? No yoga?
Yeah, I do yoga. I go to Thrive. It's Thrive Pilates and Yoga. I go to their
Which one out here?
Thrive Pilates.
Thrive?
Yeah, I
Okay.
think it's like between 20th and 22nd in Walnut. It's like
Okay.
a little studio. But I heard a few. I actually met the owners of Fusion Gym in the Great concert.
That's tough. That's tough.
It was so
That gym
funny.
was hard as fuck. I'm from Phoenix. I'm just out here for a little bit. I'm out from my boy and shit, but
Really?
yeah, I'm gonna be here for like the next week or two.
So where is Fusion Gym at? Is it?
I can't tell you. I just seen it on social media, but
Oh yeah, I literally met the owners at Great concert.
that's
They were
clean.
really really nice.
Yeah.
They were. Like, they was like, you and your friends should come. I'm like, I can't.
What's the membership like?
See, that's what I don't know. Like,
At Fusion,
yeah.
I think it's I don't know the membership, but it's a $20 drop in.
Oh, that's it. That's
Yeah.
not bad. Like, I pay up.
And I'm about to go get crazy content over there.
Oh yeah. You
Yeah,
gotta hit
crazy
the wall.
content. Yeah. I got the drone out here too. I'm finna get right with the drone. I'm finna pull it out right now. Everything.
And you said you're from Phoenix, so you're
Yeah.
visiting for friends with friends?
Yeah, my boy plays today.
Oh,
Yeah.
with team.
Eagles.
Fusion balance on your account about $70. No?
I'm gonna wait until I get 100.
It's a little different.
There's something wrong with me. Like, listen, you know what I be waiting for? Like, if one day I don't hear like a lot of money. Yeah.
Hold on, family.
Like, just wait until you have a cash. When I seen 70, I'm like, I don't know about that.
Make it up, baby. Trick. No, I think I'm gonna do a detox soon. So I'm gonna get a detox and new juices. Like regular year.
I'm doing this one right now.
How is it?
I don't know.
Yeah, because you set me up real bad with this simple plan.
You had it?
Yes.
I told you it's a laxative.
Yes.
It's
I was like, oh my God.
It's a true.
All right, family, we back at it. Back at it, back at it. My fault. And I had to hop up in this juice store and I was getting some good eats. Man, let me show y'all what we got here. Got some juices on deck. Take care of your health. Health is wealth, you know, and in order to truly vibrate on a high frequency, you gotta be really tuned in on all levels, family. Can't just be one or the other. There's really all areas in which we gotta be tuned in and we gotta be tapped in, family. So, uh, man, it's a blessing to be out here. Vibrations are high. Man, I ain't never been out here. That's my first time being out in, or I'm lying. That's my second time being out in Philly. I never been to this part specifically, like the downtown area. And when I was here, it was during COVID. So it was like ghost town. There wasn't not one person in sight. I know the East Coast was ghost town. I was on tour for a network marketing company at the time, and we hit Philly. We was in New York. We was in Virginia. We was in Miami, and along the whole coast really. And then we was in Cali, Vegas, etc. But when I was here, ghost town. We actually ended up cutting the tour short because of um, COVID and whatnot. But I mean, yeah, family. So go order your consumer reports. Not only Equifax, Experian, TransUnion, LexisNexis, SageStream, Innovis. You know, don't freeze them. I'm not here to tell y'all that. I'm here to tell y'all to go order y'all reports. You know, through your guys' consumer reports, you guys are going to be able to remove all these accounts. I was talking last time about the FTC report 1681 C2. So C2 is the block of information resulting from identity theft. So it requires two forms of identification, that identity theft report and then a cover letter. So you guys can draft up the same thing for these other consumer reporting agencies as well. So draft up different reports, FTC reports for the different consumer reporting agency in which you guys are going through and getting removed with. You know, it'll be obviously beyond helpful to get those removed, and then you know, exercise the FCRA specifically with these consumer reporting agencies, and that'll help you guys get what you guys are looking to get done in terms of removal of these accounts. Let me get some fresh air, man. Ooh, these roads is dirty. Oh, it's clean, man. Let me show you other views. I've never been to Philly. It's clean. Great day, family. Great day. Great day. Peace and love. Peace, love, and light. Peace, love, light, eternity. We here. We blessed. Beyond grateful. Um, It's another day, not another dollar. It's another day, another band, and it's a blessing. It's a blessing to be here, to be present, to be now, and just to be. And so often we try to control things, but I need y'all to just and just be, family. So often y'all are rushing the process, y'all are forcing things rather than just allowing things to flow. So I'm here to let y'all know, man, just flow. Be in flow state, stay in flow. I promise you, the things in which you guys will attract, will be a lot. They'll be for you above all else. And you'll have to go through a lot less problems in which you would, had you just flowed rather than controlled things. And so order y'all consumer reports above all else outside of Equifax, Experian, TransUnion, so we can see what's on it. Look up permissible purpose, get familiar with it. The two things in which they're required to provide to you guys. Make sure that you guys are requesting those two things. Outside of that, family, um, let's see, 1681Q, 1681O, and 1681N. As we do get the removal of these accounts, is where we'll come for them to acquire and receive remedy. If there's injuries that have been done, and injuries can only be done to a natural person, there is remedy for you guys. The United States Inc. are indebted to whom? We the people. So when people say we are, no, there ain't no we. We are not a part of the United States. Yes, the corporate fictitious entity in which they've created this, and that's why the term person refers to a natural person or an organization in which we are not this organization. And anytime you see the word or, that's giving you the power to choose. So we have the ability to act on behalf of both the natural person and or the organization. And unless you've fully administered and became a secured party creditor, they're actually not wrong in the fact of them coming to collect, to attempt this debt from the debtor, which the debtor is your all caps name. So they're really not in the wrong in terms of what they're doing, to come to collect it. But where they, went wrong is coming after the natural person. You guys are the natural person, and that's where they, are in the wrong and default, and that's where we can get them, in their tracks. And so that's why it's important to have them go through and validate these debts. And that's why, we can incur debt or defer its payments. So really understand, once again, this is definitions in which I'm breaking down. A word in which I highly advise within the FDCPA, all of you guys really just study and go look as well too outside of the FDCPA. Look within the Black's Law Dictionary is the term communication. Because once you get more hip and tuned in with the term communication, um, uh, that'll help you guys with a lot of you guys' processes and things in which you guys are looking to get done, and handling these debt collectors and whatnot. So I'm about to go get some drone content. This is going to be clean. There's a bridge right here, uh, but I'm just talking out loud right now. Bridge closed. That'd be clean. That bridge right there was open. So 681N, 681O, 681Q. What are the injuries? What are the damages that have been done to you guys? Uh, Outside of that, what I want you guys to look into, family, is I want you guys all to look into. Hopefully, I can ride my drone over that water without it popping up. Independent historical area. And so, family, get familiar with those: 1681B, 1681Q. Obviously, 1681A, of course, which is the definition section of the FCRA and the exclusion section. I want you guys to know, like the back of your hand, what's to be excluded from a consumer's report. Let me pull up right here so I don't lose you guys in the parking garage. I'm outside in the AMG, right on side, TT. I can tell I ain't from Philly, man. Got the windows down. I'm enjoying this little breezy weather. And so, all right, now that I'm really locked in on driving, I can really focus in on that. And so, Yeah, I mean, if you text it to that number in the header, it definitely did go through. I'll get back to you so I'll get back to you accordingly. Um, and then we'll schedule a phone call for this week. I'll send you a link and where we can schedule a phone call. Um, but above all else, family, I want y'all to really know congressional findings of the FCRA because once you do, you'll see how they've invaded upon your privacy. They've assumed this, vital role, and they're simply an elaborate mechanism, and the whole banking system is dependent upon your credit. Right away, the first sentence, the banking system is dependent upon. To be dependent upon something means you cannot live without it. And this week, like I was saying, I'm about to, right now is really just me coming up here, this whole live and just flowing, allowing things. I was like, what do a lot of people not really talk too much about, or that I see on the channel that I know that they need to understand, to get to that next level. And that's coming in and knowing the FCRA. And as you guys can tell, like from the channel, from all of the videos, I'm not going in depth with a million different subchapters. I'm keeping y'all in tune. Specifically, yes, we're going over more than just the main three: the FCRA, Truth in Lending, and the FDCPA. We're hopping into some equal credit opportunity, the Graham-Leach-Bailey Act, and a couple other titles as well too. Title 18, Title 12, Title 28. Go look up 28 USC 3002. That'll show you guys how the United States is a federal corporation. And so if it's a corporation, everything within this corporation is commerce, family. Everything is commerce within this corporation. So that means that, it's a business transaction. And the moment that you guys are doing business, and every time you guys are doing business, you guys have an open-ended credit plan. And so we are crediting all of these corporations. The government can't live without us. We can live without the government, though. So that's just show you guys the power in which we have. Government, the states, none of them would be about, and that's why each state is incorporated as well too. If you guys are in the Discord, what I'll do for y'all is I'll drop the DUNS number for each state, for all of the districts, for District of Columbia, for the United States, and show you guys how they have a Dun and Bradstreet number, just like any business in which you guys go and get set up. They got a Dun and Bradstreet number. You guys can look them up on Dun and Bradstreet. You guys can find these corporations, and they're incorporated just like you know Billionaires Club, which is our brand. And so they're a federal corporation, and within a corporation, everything is commerce, and we are crediting this whole corporation, and they're indebted to us, we the people. And the moment we stand on that, the moment we understand that, is the moment that we take back our power. The moment that we come for reparations. The moment that we put these corporations in place, because we understand that they have absolutely no power other than the power that we give them. So it's time to really, really get serious with this information. Really get familiar with the basics. A lot of you guys are looking to go do these processes without understanding the basics. If you don't understand the definition section, as I always say, don't even think about going through. And I'm just speaking and referring to these three subchapters, or the main three subchapters in which I'm covering. Don't even think about going to get any other processes done. Let's focus on the basics. Let's master the basics, and then let's take action. And as I posted last night, the best way of learning is doing. You know, you never become a professional basketball player without putting in the work and getting the fundamentals done, down and just doing it. So as I stated last night within my post, if you guys haven't checked that out, go check that out. Go like it, and comment on it, whatever you guys are able to do on that end. But make sure that you guys are taking action. But before taking action, make sure you got your chips in order. When it comes to all of this, and I'm speaking more so in terms of going in person and getting these processes done. A lot of you guys are going to speak with, the dealerships, with these mortgage companies, with these credit card companies, with the bankers, but you guys aren't familiar with the processes in which you guys are truly getting done. If you guys don't truly understand the term adverse action, which is also within the FCRA, which I want you guys, that's why I'm saying go study the definition section of the FCRA alone. It'll tell you guys what you can and cannot be denied for within the term adverse action of the FCRA's definition. Nowhere in there does it talk about a denial of credit. It talks about you can be denied insurance and employment, but it doesn't define how you can be denied your God-given right, which is to extend credit to these corporations. And That's why they're sending you an adverse action letter. But within this adverse action letter, they're telling you you've been denied because of certain, credit, worthiness and credit standing, requirements, quote unquote, on their end. But nowhere in the term adverse action does it mention anything about a denial of credit. So really get in tune. Go watch the video that I broke down the term adverse action in depth. In depth, we got an ebook dropping specifically for denial of credit. That's going to be our first ebook. And then the next one is going to be how to delete anything within 24 to 72 hours. I'm going to give you guys a step-by-step blueprint for that. I do have a great video that I just did about a week ago. Upon that, or this past week, I had did that, and so I'm going to draft up an ebook for you guys in regards to that. And then, like I said, all of this week, I'm going to be giving step-by-step processes for every single account you guys can think of, from collections to student loans. And from there, as I do come on here and break these down, I'm not going to give the free channel the full in-depth of everything. But if you guys are part of the mob, you guys will get the full in-depth. And if you guys are part of the mob as well too, I'll give you guys insight to the three free. I'll give you guys a free children's book. I'll give you guys all of the bundle of the trilogy of the three children ebooks, in which are going to be coming here and released within the next 2 weeks. And so I got them done. I got them finalized. I just got to, review them before I do drop them, with my, team, and before we really go in depth. Shorty is beautiful, but great day, family. There's some good vegan spots in Philly, bro. Let me know, bro. We right near downtown. If y'all know of any good Philly or some vegan places in Philly, let me know. I'm a little busy, so I'm gonna hop off the live. I DM'd you on IG as well. It's best if you guys just text the number on the channel. You guys can see it on there. Yeah, can see it on the channel, man. And so denial of credit, how can one be denied their God-given right, man? And then some other key terms I want you guys to get familiar with. Specifically, like I was saying, under the exclusions, it defines what should be excluded. I want you guys to go look up letter I under exclusions. It talks about any transaction or experience. What are some transactions? Anytime your credit card is ran, that's you being entered into a consumer credit transaction. So any transaction or experience between the consumer and the person, making the report, should be excluded from a consumer report. And family, y'all tell me the transaction. Y'all tell them the experience in which you've gone through. That's why I always mention as well too, breaking down what happens to you because you guys were present through the consumer credit transaction. Right? You guys were present through the consumer credit transaction. These other corporate. If you text the number in the thumbnail, I'll shoot you guys over the Discord. Just text Discord if you guys are looking to get Discord. That'll be more helpful. So rather than having everybody just comment in the comments, for the Discord link, just go ahead and text the number in the header, and I'll send you over the Discord link. So that's what we'll do instead of commenting. I want you guys to comment more things that you guys are dealing with, things in which you guys are seeing pullback or resistance from. And I'll be able to help you guys more in depth with that. It'll give me more of an idea as well too, of some videos of some step by steps I could put through and down for you guys. But within the mob, we're going to be going live later on today. I got some special things for you guys. We're about to go over arbitration more in depth. I'm going to go over the site. I'm going to go over actually 2 sites that you guys can go through and take the steps needed for arbitration. So if you guys are not within the mob, I highly advise you guys do get in tune with the mob. I'm going to drop a preview. Also, later on today, within the next couple hours, I'm going to be going live with my business, one of my business partners out in the Phoenix area. I'm going to go on a run too. And where I see all these people running, I'm like, I'm about to get right to. And where we're going to break down the event November 28th, in which we have coming for you guys. So if you guys are in the Phoenix area nearby, if you guys just want to meet up in person as a whole, get in tune with everything that we have, get some more in-person, knowledge, from me. That's really the 4 bit of knowledge in which I'm going to get is in person, more of a step-by-step. I'm not going to hold nothing back to you guys in person. So anything, any question you guys have, I'll be there able to give value to you guys in regards to that. So definitely November 28th. If you guys are in the area, make sure you guys, um, are reaching out and getting all the information you need to be at this event November 28th. Afterwards, we're going to go to a luxury auto collection with Maybachs, with Urises, with every car you could imagine. Um, and we're going to get some content in there. We'll get some drone content in with the family, with anybody that's there. I'll have my videographer there as well too. So a lot of different things in which we have coming for you guys. The content is about to go to a whole nother level as well too. How to deal with fintech leases. So with leases are a little different. What you do want to look into is the congressional findings of truth in lending. So go look into 15 USC 1601, and it refers specifically to leases. I believe it's letters C or B, but go look into that. Go read that first, and I got some things for you guys in terms of leases, and where we'll break down. But in the meantime, go do some reading, go do some due diligence, and go look into Truth on Lending's 15 USC 1601, the congressional findings, and within there they do mention and talk about leases and some things in which you know must be done on that end as well too. So leases are a little different, but very simple at the same time. So get familiar with that, get into with that. The FCRA specific, let's go more in depth with it. Let me think. So, 1681 S2, that one's very great, specifically for the consumer reporting agencies as well too, and also just above all else to keep your information, private. 1681 number 4, really breaking down, especially when it comes to bankruptcies. Hell no, I'd be damn. This big old kid having his mom tie his shoe. He's about 14 years old. Boy, you better learn to tie your own shoe. It's funny. And hell no. Yeah, his mom hold his water bottle, or his mom gave him his water bottle a hold, and she bent down and tied his shoe. That's funny. Oh, oh. I ain't go to sleep till like 3:30. Got up at like 7:30. About to get a workout in. 1681 S2 though. That's what y'all want to get familiar with. That's what y'all want to study, really master as well too with these consumer reporting agencies. S2. Let's see. Let me see. Let me see. I'd be lying to tell you guys, all of that one on the back of my hand, but I'm pretty positive that one is going to protect your privacy. Um, I don't have it in front of me, so I'm just thinking right now. Like I said, I didn't even have this one planned. I just know a lot of people are so focused on the FDCPA truth in lending, but y'all can get everything y'all are looking for done with the FCRA. There's a lot of power in the FCRA and the uh, Fair Credit Reporting Act. And let's see. There's one more I want to give to y'all. Okay. 1681I. So this is as you guys do respond to them. If they state that it's accurate, also within 1681A, really like what I'm using within the FCRA more than anything, I'm not really using a million different codes. The ones I am and can even think about in which I do use is 1681S2, 1681I, 1681N, OQ, specifically after I've gone through and disputed with already 1681. But congressional findings gets me everything I'm looking to get done. Like I said, 1681 number 4 will help you guys get bankruptcies removed. Will help you guys get any account removed if you guys are, and they know whether or not you are and know what you guys are standing on and speaking on. And if you guys aren't, speaking proper, verbiage, they're not going to correspond with you guys. So that's why I always mention the definition section. And there could be the same word, but within a different subchapter, and it have a completely different meaning. So that's why we got to understand as well too all the definitions within each subchapter as a whole. So 1681I, that's a great one. As they do respond, oh, it's accurate, it is validated. Okay, and a lot of you guys do stop right after that. What I want you guys to understand is if they do state that is accurate, verified, that's perfect. That's what we want. That's more violations within itself. Now we just continue to stand on what we're, you know, exercising, go through the administrative process, you know, get all of the evidence, that you guys can get. There's no reason to argue, get pressed, as we just got some press, feel me, free promo. But, um, yeah, I mean, just have them continue to build up evidence for you guys above all else, with this. And so where if they're not willing to comply, now we take them through pre-arbitration. We give them the chance to settle through pre-arbitration. If they don't want to settle through that, okay, then we'll simply just go through and file arbitration. And if you guys are in the mob, I'm going to break down arbitration to the T for you guys so that we can get that done. But I'm about to head up in here. I'm about to go get this workout done. The last thing I want to leave you guys with is an investigative consumer report. They stated that they investigate or reinvestigated consumer report, which this is defined within the FCRA's definitions as well. And get familiar. I want you guys to study for a week, the ins and outs of an investigative consumer report. I want you guys to, if they have responded, the consumer report agency specifically that is accurate, I want you guys to draft up some letters and go in the Discord and break down. And let me see how you guys break down with your situation, how, and the things in which they must require and provide through a reinvestigated consumer report, who they must communicate with, through a reinvestigated consumer report. And if they are reporting it, what are some things in which they must not report? They must not report factual information. So go look up family, a reinvestigated consumer report. How can you find the information about the Discord and about the open-ended credit plan? Right, it's open-ended credit plan. Think about something that's open-ended. There's an end to this, there's an end to this. But if there was no end here and there was no end here, this would be open-ended, and it would be an ever-streaming flow. And that's our credit plan in which we do have. And you can go look that up in 1602. It's in USC 1602. I believe it's letter L, off the top of my head. But above all else, like I said, let's get in the Discord. And I want to see, you know, you guys break down a reinvestigated consumer report. And remember, family, that you guys are the only ones, not even these corporations, because it's a corp, that entity, was present through the transaction. So only you know what's factual, only you know what's accurate, and only you know what's fair because you were the one who's been, abused and harassed through these transactions. And so, family, let's stand on it. Let's take action. Let's get familiar with the FCRA because, like I said, just with the FCRA alone, you guys can get anything removed from your guys' consumer reports. So, quick overview: 1681A, 1681, all of the congressional findings, 1 through 4. Know like the back of your guys' hand. I literally went through here on the live and went through all 4 for you guys, step by step. The banking system is dependent upon fair and accurate credit reporting. Number 2 talks about how they're an elaborate mechanism. Number 3 talks about how they've assumed a vital role. If I'm assuming something, doesn't mean that, it's factual. Number 4 talks about an invasion upon a consumer's right to privacy, not a privilege of privacy. We don't have a privilege to have privacy. It's our right to privacy. And then 681B talks about permissible purpose, and the 2 things in which they must require to even furnish this information. 1681C2 is the block of information resulting from identity theft and the 4, documents in which they receive. And you guys can do this with all the other consumer reporting agencies as well too. What I want you guys to go through and do is go look up on the CFPB a list of the consumer reporting agencies. And if you guys are having trouble, with renting, whether it be a house, whether it be with apartments, go look up, the tenant screening, of these places. Go look up the rental, reporting agencies and where they're pulling from. Ask these companies in which are pulling your credit, okay, where are you guys pulling from? When you go to set up a regular checking account, they're pulling your check system account. Typically, most banks do a check system report. On your check system, you guys, if you ever had a closed checking account, it'll be reported on your check system account. So go get that removed as well too through check system with the same processes in which I'm teaching in terms of Equifax, Experian, and TransUnion. 1681 S2, 1681I, 1681N, O, and Q are the remedy within the FCRA. So let's stand on that. Let's exercise it. Let's read. Above all else, if y'all just read the definition section today and went through and got familiar with the reinvestigated consumer report, that'd make me a happy man. So let's get to it. Today is a day in which you've never seen before, and a day you'll never see again from me. So let's get it, y'all. Peace, love, and light. Fred Gotti, he's out. Like I said, if you guys are in the mob, I got something coming for y'all today. Peace and love. We out.